Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the Weird Wednesday flight number 13. The time is approximately 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time. It's our pleasure to welcome you aboard Flight 13 from a service from where you're currently at to destination of unknown origin. We suggest any carry-on items don't need to be placed or stowed prior to closing the aircraft. Your items of choice should be placed directly in front of you for easy ease of access. Food, drinks, and snacks of your choice are highly recommended for your comfort. Seatbelts are not required, but as a warning, we may experience some turbulence along the way. Be warned. On behalf of the captain and your entire crew, it's our pleasure to have you aboard with us this evening. The seatbelt sign has now been turned off, so it's time to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Well. How's it going? Welcome to Weird Wednesday. Once again, let's get rid of this box up here.
Hey. I like the new intro.
Yeah, I slapped it together. I'm gonna do better. But
But I bet if I had like 6 more seconds, I could get all the links passed out by the time it's done.
yeah, it's gonna make it a little bit longer. I'm like, damn, that seems kind of short.
Yeah, because I've only was able to share it to two in that amount of time, and that's not even putting the links. But
Cool.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. How is everybody? Shut up.
Yeah, never ceases to fail that I had technical problems today. I had Jamie on for like, what, an hour or two. We were trying to work out audio problems. I got brand new equipment, brand new, highly reviewed, great equipment. I couldn't get that shit to work for nothing.
You're echoey now a little bit.
How about now?
Way more.
Worse.
It was once you started talking louder, it just got a little echoey in the back.
Okay, how about that?
That's
Okay.
good.
I could get real echoey with this.
Hello.
Solar flares. Damn solar flares. That's the problem. Must be. I don't know. My internet's been going off and on today. Jamie's TV's been screwing up. My phone is a total disaster area. Brand new electronics that refuse to work properly. What else has happened? There's a few other things that I'm forgetting. But
I haven't heard the term disaster area in a long time. Like my mom used to say, your room is a disaster area. And that's pretty much the last times I've really heard
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. My desk is nice and clean. The rest of my office is a freaking disaster area. Yeah, it's bad. I got to clean it out tomorrow. Too much junk in a little room. Although there in back of me, you can't really see it because it's dark. That used to be a snake rack full of snakes, and they got rehomed to the room next door. So that snake rack was empty. So now that snake rack resides all of my tarot cards and
I was just going to say card boxes.
yep. I did.
What else you got in
No,
there?
that's all cards and boxes and stuff back there. And yeah, they used to be all up here. There's still a few above my head, but it was to the point of where I try to pull one deck of cards out and like 20 others would want to fall on my head. So I figured before I broke my monitor or keyboard or my head, I might as well move some of them.
Yeah, it's like you want that one that's down there, and you have to pull them all out, and then try to cram them back in, however you got them. I still
Yeah,
have my plastic bowl,
yeah,
but I've been in the mood. I'm trying to do a little bit at a time because did you know what I realized? See how he just did that on purpose?
yeah. He's like, get out the
He
way. It's
purposely kicked all this down because he wants my chair. Look
yeah,
at him. He's catting around. Mm-hmm. Um, what's so silly? Like my mom's talking about her garage, for instance, and how all the storage, like my dad had all nice cabinets put in everything, so you can like go in there, get your camping stuff, go in there, get this and this and that. Right now, it's storing like other stuff that's things that we don't use that could be up in the attic, or things she don't use that could be up in the attic. And then there's like in her house things are like crammed, and then like I'm kind of the same way. Like under the altar, I have like a Rubbermaid plastic dresser, and it's got all stuff in there. I don't use anything in it. My stuff's in garbage bags in another room, and it's like so I got to start getting rid of stuff that I know I don't need, and actually using my storage for the things I'm using. Like the stuff I'm not using, it's all backwards. Should be the stuff in bags in storage.
yeah, yeah. I built the storage rack thing. Excuse me. It holds like five of those 27-gallon tubs. I got to build another one or two of those. And yeah, I got crap everywhere. It's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous.
Totally. I've got in my storage those Rubbermaid racks with the shelves. I got a bunch of them that we got from um, Jeff's friend's thrift shop when they moved. So I could set all my stuff up around in there, and now I'm trying to condense that back. There's been so many earthquakes. The last time I went in there, I showed you the earthquake made everything fall. I had one little tiny skinny walkway down the middle, and this one you can park 3 cars in, front to back. And the stuff, all the garbage bags I had like stacked up, and all the other stuff collapsed into the middle to where you have to like climb up and then drop down and climb back up and do all this stuff, and it's hard to do. And all my like breakable stuff was towards the back because that was like the first stuff I brought in,
Yeah,
and so that discouraged me from getting it more straightened out when I first moved. Um, into there 14 years ago because I had to fix all that. Well, now we're like so many more earthquakes in. I'm afraid what I'm going to see.
did you guys just have one like yesterday or day before yesterday or something?
Probably.
Yeah,
No.
I see them pop up on my news thing, my news feed here. It's like California, Northern California, 5.4 earthquake. I'm like, is that bad or is that mild? I don't know. I don't know
What
if
is
it's.
it?
I'm in Florida.
What was it?
I said 5.4.
That's a pretty big one. Like 2.5 and under is 3.5. It's a little bit meatier, a little bit. When you get into like the fives and sixes, those give you a pretty good. So,
Yeah.
what was that 1989 one when the Bay Bridge fell down? Hold up, hold up. Uh, 1989 earthquake magnitude, San Francisco. Yeah, Loma. That was a 6.9. So that 6.9 dropped the Bay Bridge. I'm sure
Wow.
you saw that.
Yeah. Dang.
Our pool in the water, our water in the pool, because I was doing my homework and the thing, you just hear the ground rumble, and then the pool the water went from one side back to other, and all of a sudden our neighbor John popped his head up like a gopher, kind of like, "Hey neighbor," he goes, "I just had to see what I heard." The whole backyard was flooded,
Damn.
and you could just feel, you could see the ground like roll.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was out in California one time and experienced an earthquake, but it was like very mild. It was just like you couldn't really see anything, but you could just feel things kind of like, I'm thinking, is that the ground shaking or am I just really nervous?
Like
you
you
know,
felt it in your feet.
yeah. But I was in Costa Rica and I experienced a couple of earthquakes when I was there. And yeah, one of them was, it wasn't shaking, but like you just said, the ground was rolling. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it was doing. It was like where I was standing in grass and there was a sidewalk that went through there and the ground was rolling and the sidewalk like came up out of the grass and then like
Yeah.
crazy.
It's a trip, and it don't always crack. It's like, how the hell that
Yeah,
do that?
yeah. It was weird. It's kind of freaky because that was like my first earthquake and I'm like, oh shit, where do you run?
Into
And
a big wide open space,
yeah,
or underneath the doorway. Um, you just want to make sure you're in a strong structure. Like if the house fell down or something, you're like, got your head covered. If you're at school, we were taught, you get under the desk, put your head down on your head like that, and put a
yeah.
book or something over your head.
Put your head between your legs, kiss your ass
Kiss your
goodbye.
ass and say goodbye.
Yeah.
Your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye.
Meow.
Hey Drake, why is your workload dead these days?
Oh yeah, my workload has been pretty slow lately too.
I'm digging with the G4 and Intel Mac from 20. Oh, nice. I bet that's treating you fairly.
I had one lady that was gonna, she wanted to order 6 of my big garden boxes, which is a pretty good order. It's like $500, and then I was like, well, I can get them built this week for you and deliver them. And she's like, well, I'm getting ready to have a baby any day now, so let's hold off. Yeah, baby schmaby, shove it back in. I'll deliver your boxes.
Well, you need to bring it home in something, don't you?
Exactly. Use one for a crib. You got it covered.
Yeah. Use another one to put the diapers in. Is your husband pregnant?
Check 1, 2. Yeah, really.
I hear you.
I'm trying to figure out why it sounds like I have harmony on my voice.
It sounds good to me.
Check 1. Nope.
Uh oh, Moose is going crazy.
Check. Check. There. Maybe. No, it's still there. I don't know why it's there. We're just going to roll with it. We'll be talking in harmony tonight.
I think it sounds fine. Do you guys hear anything different?
Check. 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 I've messed with so many settings today that who knows? It's a miracle that it's working. Oh yeah, after you and me were doing our testing for ages online earlier today, and I said, I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to do anything. Well, I was just sitting here, and is the only thing I was doing was watching a YouTube video, just listening to some music.
Bruh.
And I'm gonna just chill. I'm not gonna mess with anything. And as I'm listening to the music, I hear in my headphones, it's like, "Da-na-na-na, bzz," and the music started coming out of my studio speakers instead of my headphones. I'm like, what the hell? So I go to look for my mixer, USB mixer, and it's gone.
What?
Just gone, disappeared. It's not in the list anymore. So I ended up having to restart my computer like 3 times. And then I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to unplug this shit and just throw it away. And
It
as
creates weird shit.
I'm just sitting here, and again, I hear this, and all of a sudden it comes back. Not touching anything, not doing anything. It's just like magic. It's
It's
like
fucking magic.
gremlin, electronic gremlins were just turning things on and turning things off. So let's just hope they keep them on tonight. Because at this point, nothing's guaranteed.
Never is. Except death and taxes.
Yeah.
And certain people will always do a celebrity death video.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I was running late. Hadn't eaten dinner, so I came home. I threw a bowl of rice in the microwave and heated it up. Wild brown rice and dumped some black beans on it. That was dinner.
Mm.
Black beans and rice. Black
I had
beans, wild rice.
beef stroke it off.
Stroke it off is always fun. Yeah, it does sound like I have auto tune going. What is going on? Ah, I
They
know.
hear that?
It is auto tune. Let's see. There. No, it's still there. Damn
And why are you normal to me?
it. There. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. Still sounds like auto tune in my head.
I think you guys are messing with my head.
It's not like T Pain. I
Oh
don't know
gosh.
what's going on. I'm just gonna leave it like it is because I'm scared to mess with it.
Yeah, so all I did was just read because I was scanning my Avast and malware before we got on, and then that stuff I shut off when I turned all my tabs off. And because I was a little worried before I got on with you, that something might be trying to do something because I was asking permissions, and I'm like, no. And then it was getting slow. Um, I resumed the scans, but I got worried. I'm like, please don't switch something with the scans. So I did touch something too.
Yeah, weird, weird. That's worse. Jeez.
Oh, cybersecurity issues. I bet you're up to your neck in cybersecurity. I'm almost, oh my goodness. There's so many people I know right now. Their companies are getting hacked pretty bad.
What is it? I heard. God, this voice thing is driving me insane.
People close to me.
Check 1 2. It just will not go away. Okay, we're gonna live with it. I've said that 5 times, and I mean it this time. I'm auto tune. T Pain in it. Yeah, what's up with the? There was like some breach with Apple. I saw something that said like 500,000 Apple iPhones were subject to getting, all your info found
I
out about,
didn't see that one.
hacked or something. Yeah, I keep getting these um, notices that say your iCloud subscription has ended. All your data, all your pictures and emails will be deleted after such and such, like, after tomorrow. But the funny thing about it is, I've got that same text and email for like a week now. So I'm like, bitches, quit threatening me and just delete it all.
Well, you know what? I'm not getting that, but who I am getting it from Snapchat. And I was thinking this the other day because I actually think, because I'll take pictures and play, and I use Snapchat as a storage for it rather than, I mean, I could download them, I'll put them on a card, but I just figure if I want a picture for something or a video, I'll just go to my Snapchat, library And so all lined up. And they said, oh, you only get, 5 gigs of like, I guess they call that stored memories now. So I have a year to take off, wait, how many thousands? Or wait, tens of thousands? Let me see.
Yeah. My phone's got almost 11,000 pictures on it.
Oh, storage full. I have 31.9 gigabytes out of 5
Dang.
gigabytes. I have saved 10,842 memories since 2015. Will temporarily back up your new memories that exceed your limit up to 12 months, or you can upgrade storage. So, and that's like right on Snapchat. So I know that's legit. So I'm like, okay, I got 12 months to download 10,000 pictures. I don't know that I want, whatever pictures I want to
Yeah.
keep.
I know Snapchat. Snapchat, is that what it's called? Snapchat. It
Mm,
did get hacked like a week or a couple of weeks ago.
yeah,
I so
I don't do anything on that except make like flyers and take pictures.
yeah.
I don't use the chats on it. It's too much. Like it's too much to really even use Instagram. It's
I
hard.
used
And like my friend Bonnie, she mostly uses Instagram,
yeah.
and I usually use like Facebook or text. And so I haven't, because I haven't checked my Instagram notifications in like 8 months, except here and there. I'll just go in and like I'll look for her and like a few people. Um, but I feel bad.
Yeah.
I just can't keep up with it all.
Yeah. I used to have Snapchat and Parlor and this and that and like 10 other things.
Yeah,
And I just like one day I was
and Twitter.
just like, oh man, totally forgot about Twitter. Still have,
There was Twitter. Then there was Google, the Google Hangout thingy
yeah.
with Google Chat.
Is Twitter X now?
Yeah,
Yeah, I still have that. And the only reason I have that is because,
TikTok has an DM.
yeah, I have TikTok still.
Truth has a DM. Nextdoor has a DM. Um, those other encrypted ones, Telegram
I had
and Signal has a DMs. I can't keep track of all that.
I had Telegram, and one of my friends, I've known him forever, and I guess all of a sudden he figured out I had Telegram, and the dude was messaging me like fucking 20,
Because your number came up.
yeah, like 20 times a day, if not more. And I was like, dude, you gotta chill, man. You're driving me insane. My phone is like ding, 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 like all day long.
Because my mom loves it because my sister doesn't use Messenger anymore or Facebook. And for like family things, my mom wanted something for like all three of us to like share things. And she likes the little animations and the cartoons that come with that one.
Yeah,
But it always ends up going into my cloud because I don't use it
yeah,
enough. And then I've got Yahoo Mail with like 5 email accounts. I have Gmail with like 5
yeah.
accounts.
Yeah, I use Gmail, and yeah, I've got, I don't know, like 6 different accounts, two under me, and then I got my band email and a rock club email, and like I got like, yeah, I got way too many to keep up with, and they all get like 100 emails a day. It's ridiculous. If I go
Luckily,
a week or two without like clearing out my email, next thing I know, there's like another 30,000 emails sitting there. It's ridiculous. And like 9/10 of them are all junk mail.
like my Yahoo, oh my God, that's the like cemetery one. But there's so many, and I try to clean it out, but I know there's stuff in there I have to keep that never got sorted because I just gave up on it for like a while. That was like the one I used for when people sent, to sign up for things. So then my Gmail, I wouldn't get all the spam. But then I just started using Gmail, and so I started getting the spam everywhere. But I got a couple Gmail that are actual, just like burner
Yeah.
accounts that don't get spam or get stuff. And then I have like a separate Instagram um, that I made because my Instagram has combinations of like real world events, uh, everything. You know what I mean? So when you go down my feed, I'm looking for astrology. I'm getting stuck on chemtrails and stuff.
Yeah.
So I have like one that's just strictly astrology, so I can go on there and it's like my favorite people. I don't have to worry about this, and that. But organizing all that got too much.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot to keep up with, for sure.
I don't think it made none of my life easier,
Exactly.
really. Hell, nails for real. Oh, I won't even put blue sky on my shit. But yeah, that's a good idea. It's always good to keep recon on what the other people are talking about and stuff. So when they say things, you know where at least it's coming from. Like it's hard to listen to the numbnuts, but at least you know why they're saying some of the stuff they're saying. Like you have to know your enemy or the people against you.
Yeah. Crazy. A lot of crazy people out there. That's for damn sure.
I get not much plugs in there. It's a reliable chat.
Smoke signals.
Oh,
Can't get hacked with those.
that's true. What about Morse code?
Morse code. That'd probably be a good one.
What do you say? Hackers now using what? A very good Drake. Yeah, Vass is pretty good.
A vast. Is that still free, or do you got to pay for a vast?
AL hackers now. What? Hackers are now using AI hackers now.
Oh yeah.
I guess so. They just program AI to like hack computers. Is that what happens?
I don't know how it works. Too
Oh
much.
wow. Oh,
I feel like the older I get, the stupider I get. I used to be good with all that kind of stuff. Like my mixer, this new interface that I got, yeah, I used to be able to figure out that stuff like in no time. And now I'm just like, ah, get off my lawn.
when did that happen too? Because just 14 years ago, we were like top of the game when it came to all this stuff.
Yeah.
And
Now I'm
now it's
just,
like the kids just,
I have no patience for it anymore. I'm just like,
you know.
damn thing. Yep. Brand new
I,
interface. Gonna pack that bitch up. Send it back tomorrow.
I think our pictures, I don't see it no more.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd my chat? Oh, there's the chat. Wait, why is there two chat?
There's two chats.
Wait, chat? Okay, just never mind. Yeah. I guess there's one chat on the screen and then I have a chat on the side.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah.
a private chat.
Privet chat. Yeah,
Privet.
this man spots fast moving Bigfoot in England's Canuck Chase. Fast moving Bigfoot. I thought there was going to be a video, but there just wasn't a video. But I don't know. There wasn't even a good picture. So I don't even know why I'm going to do this article. Why am I going to do it? Because I don't have any other good articles. A father of three has reported seeing a strange creature in the area, notorious for unusual sightings and phenomena. Situated in a rural Staffordshire, England, the area of countryside known as Canuck Chase has gained something of a reputation over the years for being home to all manner of weird and disturbing things. Both visitors and locals alike have reported everything from UFOs and paranormal phenomena to sightings of strange creatures wandering through the woods. The latest example comes courtesy of a man who had been out walking with his partner on New Year's Day when he caught sight of a large, broad, and upright beast moving at a great speed. Bigfoot was running. He had to duty quick, describing the animal as being 7 to 10 feet tall in height. He now believes that it could have been some type of Bigfoot like creature similar to that seen in the Himalayas and the forests of North America. And that's all there is on the article. There's no picture, there's no more, nothing. It's kind of short sighted. And dude saw a Bigfoot that was hauling butt. And he was very big, 7 to 10 feet. I don't know. I was watching, has anybody seen uh, Dave Paulides, his new movie that just came out, American Bigfoot? It looks pretty good. I haven't seen it yet.
No, I haven't. I haven't. I don't know if I've heard of it.
Yeah, you can check out the trailers and stuff on YouTube. And there's a couple of things with David on there, like talking about, his theories and stuff on Bigfoot. And some of the stuff he's talking about sounds pretty freaking crazy. You're like, this guy's a lunatic. But then the more the more you listen to it, it's like I'm like, damn, that makes a lot of sense. And he's like on like I'm always like Bigfoot. Yeah. I mean, there's got to be something because people see stuff all the time. Just like this guy in England sees a 7 to 10 foot, you know, creature walking upright, hauling butt, running or whatever. I mean, that's you see something like that. I mean, you're gonna like go, damn, it's gonna be something to think about. And a lot of people have seen it. They've seen things like that. So there's got to be something to it. It can't be just everybody's imagination. People
Yeah.
people got to be seeing something. But I'm always like, how come when people find Bigfoot tracks, like a print, a footprint, how come there's only like one or two, and well,
Yeah, where's all the
yeah, I mean,
rest?
it's like,
Like, does he gloat and fly, like glide between, like his gait
yeah,
is
it's like, well, he stepped in soft ground. I'm like, if you're 7 to 10 feet tall,
250
you know,
feet?
you're probably going to weigh 500 pounds, if not 1,000. So your ass is going to leave a footprint. It doesn't have to be like just soft mud to leave a footprint. And so, then like David Paulides was saying, well, they found footprints, consecutive footprints, and they just disappear. They just stop. And it's almost like this creature was walking through the woods and went into a portal or something.
Or got sucked up by a
Yeah,
UFO, some
yeah.
people say.
So, I'm like, how come they never find Bigfoot poop? I mean, the thing's got to poop. It's an animal, man, and a man, whatever it is, it's got to poop, right? And it's very, very rare they ever find any fur or
Do
poop
you think
from.
he eats berries or is carnivorous or both?
I don't know. I mean, I've heard stories
Eats the
where,
bark of trees
uh,
and bugs?
yeah, I've heard where they're carnivorous. I've heard where they're full on meat eaters. I don't know. I mean, I would, if you're living in the woods and you're an animal that is the king of hide and seek, apparently, It's not like you're just going to go out and stroll out in the creek where the bears are catching salmon and everybody's fishing and you know, get your food. You're pretty damn elusive. So it seems to me like you would eat whatever you could get your hands on, whether it's a bowl of berries or some bark off a tree or an otter, or a salmon or a deer or a moose or whatever, or a human if they
Like the salmon that the bears throw away because they don't eat the skin.
exactly.
And don't they like when I think about pictures of them, it almost seems like their teeth are almost kind of humany, like where they only have like the canines in the areas that we do.
Yep.
Like it's not like they have a mouth like a dog full of or a raccoon, possum.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do they? Has anybody ever been that close to Bigfoot's mouth?
Yeah, really. I don't know. Go check out American Bigfoot on YouTube, and you can rent it. I don't know. It's on Prime or something like that. You got to rent it right now because it's the newest one out. But it looks pretty good. And I've always followed David as far as his 411 missing stuff. There's
Mhm.
all kinds of weird stuff in that. And he's been. I mean, he used to be a detective, policeman, or whatever. So he kind of approaches it and researches it in that kind of manner, not just wild nilly willy. You know, yeah, I seen a Bigfoot out there and I made a jacket out of him. He's pretty.
And made me a multi-colored dream coat.
Yeah,
Technicolor dream coat.
and he's pretty legit investigator and he thinks things out. So I don't know. It looks pretty interesting. I don't know. It might suck, but I want to see it. I'm just cheap and I'm waiting until I can stream it without having to pay 12.
Maybe he does have a log cabin in Starling.
He could. Who knows? Could have a spaceship.
Maybe.
That's the other thing is, he was talking about people have seen, there's one old guy and he's like, I seen one of them Bigfoot type creatures walking through the woods, and I seen this thing light up and just kind of came out of nowhere. It was like a door with lights in it, and the Bigfoot just walked into it and disappeared. I'm like, well, I guess if you're going to believe in Bigfoot, you might as well throw multi-dimensional portals and stuff in there too, right? Maybe that's Bigfoot's bathroom. Well, that's why he doesn't shit in the woods. Maybe he goes in the multi-dimensional portal to take a dump.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I gotta hit the dimensional closet real quick.
The dimensional head. I got to hit the dimensional head. That makes me think of Rick and Morty.
Yeah, and skinwalkers. Yeah, it could be. I've seen like crazy things about that. I was looking up. Darcy told me about this thing that she saw the other day. I was looking it up right before the show, and because that's how I roll by the seat of my pants. And I don't know. It was called. Damn it! Now I have brain fartism again. Something like the Legend of the Frost Walker or something.
A
She's watching
frostwalker.
Frost Walker, and I was thinking whatever those things were, the White Walkers from that one show, that I can't remember the name of. Who?
Oh.
But this was something about this big, these big freaking chunks of ice, not icicles. What are they called? I have no brain at all.
Snowballs? Snowflakes?
No, like big giant iceberg type things. Glaciers. There we go. Glaciers. Damn
Ah.
it. Anyways, yeah, they're some lady and maybe it was a couple. They disappeared. They were exploring this glacier. I'm probably getting this completely all wrong, but they were exploring it and they disappeared. And they found. I think they found the woman, but she's frozen in a giant chunk of ice that they said is easily over 400 years old. So how do you disappear from a trip and you end up in a chunk of ice that's 400 years old or older? And then they saw this thing, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Yosemite Sam, whatever whatever they're called. They saw this thing, this big creature like thing moving in the ice, like moving through the ice. Doesn't make any sense. Maybe they were suffering from extreme cold or something and hallucinating, but I don't know.
Hypothermia setting in.
Yeah, but they saw, and I don't know. Supposedly they found this woman. They can't get to her because she's in this enormous block of ice that is like hundreds of years old. How she got there, nobody knows.
It's like cryogenics.
Yeah, it's weird. And I think her husband or whatever, partner or whatever, he's just gone. I don't think they found him yet until Bigfoot comes out of the dimensional closet and says, "Hey, this guy's taking up space. I found him in a chunk of ice. You can have him back."
And then she has Bigfoot's baby.
Yeah, Barry, we've known each other for a long time. Back when I used to do the vape show with Robert, and even before, we used to do a show on the vape channel, kind of like this, where we would do weird shit called Beyond the Fringe. But yeah, it's been a while. I don't even know when I started my channel. It was like I want to say like 2006 or something. I don't know. Long time ago.
Been a long time.
I love you long time.
Love you long time, soldier boy.
So let's see. Yeah, I don't know. The Bigfoot thing got me rambling. I'm a rambling man, born in the back seat of a Greyhound bus. Get me rolling down the road, and I don't know when to shut up. Like, there he goes. He ain't making a.
And now we're creating another ice age, Craig. Man's trying to create, or they're going to end up creating an ice age by accident.
Yeah, I see these things, where it's like we found hair and DNA from a mammoth, and we're gonna make a mammoth, in the laboratory. And I'm like, damn, man, that's cool. I mean, there's part of me, the whiz kid scientist, when I was in science class, thinking of all these things.
And then
And
there's
there's
a part of you that goes, "That's not a good idea."
yeah, exactly.
If
It's
you
like
can doesn't mean you should,
yeah, I mean,
but you
I
still
always,
get curious.
I always resort back to thinking, how screwed would we be if ostriches could fly? You know, I mean, they can be dicks just walking around on their two big ass legs, but yeah, if they could fly
And
and
they're
have
like
some,
floating down with their little wings, and they're like kicking you in the face.
real life pterodactyls.
Yeah, or they grab you by their back talons.
Yep.
Get off me, ostrich.
Get off me, ostrich. I was traumatized by an ostrich when I was a little
Get
kid.
little pecker off me.
We were at some kind of little zoo fair something that had a bunch of ponies and ostriches and goats, and it's like a petting zoo. They had these ostriches in there, or emus. I don't know, ostriches or emus. They were one or the other. They were big ass birds, and you could get a little styrofoam cup full of I don't know some kind of
Feed.
feed that you could go over there and get them.
Oh, good God.
And I went over there. I'm like a little 9-year-old kid or something. I don't know. I don't think I was that old. I was probably like 6. And I went over there. I had a little styrofoam cup of feed, and I'm
Little
thinking,
fucker.
I'm gonna give this ostrich, a piece of this. First thing I did, I held my hand up, and he bit the shit out of me. And
Mm-hmm.
then when I took my hand back, he just demolished the styrofoam cup and the food, and almost to my hand. I'm like, damn, so much for a petting zoo. This is more like a pecking zoo. These things
It is.
Tried to eat me, traumatized me. I haven't really liked ostriches ever since that day.
Mm,
I
my
ate some.
uncle had a rhea farm. I always
There's
wanted to go try an ostrich egg.
yeah, there's ostriches and emus not far down the road from me. This guy he's
You
got
got
some.
cool EVPs at the emu farm.
Yeah, dude, that was weird. That was
That
very
was
weird.
sick. You and Sam.
Yeah, I'm right here. What?
That was good.
Yeah, it was pretty clear, pretty weird.
Oh.
Those birds
Yeah,
are.
some of them are cool and some can be dicks. Just like well, camels are usually almost always dicks.
Yeah, yeah. What was the other thing that I didn't like when I was a kid?
Monkeys,
Monkeys are just on the shit
geese,
list, period. They're just on the. Yeah, no.
geese.
Geese, they're dicks. We used to have geese, and
They'll give you a run for your money.
dude, let me tell you. Yeah, one of them. We had a pair of them, and yeah, one of them decided one day to leave the yard. We had 3 acres, and it decided it was a good idea to go up and get on the road. Where it got hit by a car, and Darcy and me are leaving for work, and we're like, "Damn, the geese aren't out here." Because usually, you'd have to run to the car because
Yeah,
their ass would be chasing you.
chasing and honking at you.
So I'm like, "Wow, no geese out here. Weird." So we go to the end of the driveway, through the woods, the end of the driveway, and we see a goose standing on the side of
Oh,
the road, and he's standing next to the other goose that
oh,
it
that's so sad.
yeah, got hit by a car. So yeah, what do we do? We pick up the injured goose, put it in the car. The other one's freaking out. We ended up finding a place. We had to drive like 45 miles to a place that would see the goose. We drove one direction to another farm veterinarian that was like, "Oh yeah, you can bring a goose in here," and we brought it in there, and we could hear him in the back. "I ain't seeing no GD goose." So we had to drive the opposite direction, another 45, 50 miles, and it was, I don't know, it was like 300 and something dollars in a vet bill to have this goose treated, and then we brought home medicine, which Darcy had to give him, I don't know, a couple of times a day, at least two, three, four times a day, and she had to sit on the damn thing to give him the medicine. Yeah, he kicked her a few good hard times. She wasn't happy.
No, I bet.
She's like, "I know we're trying to heal this goose, but if he kicks me again like that, I might kill him. We might be eating Christmas goose." But
But
we
he's
nursed him back.
scared and protecting himself, and he was just still trying to use his like everything has the right to try to defend its life when they don't know what your intent is.
Yeah,
I never punish an animal. Even my cat, if they get scared and they like jump or they scratch and they don't mean to, like if they were scared and they're protecting themselves, I never want something to feel like
yeah,
I'm taking its protection away or I'm taking its right to protect its little body. 'Cause I feel like a jerk as it is picking stuff up, moving them around. It's like it's an animal. It's like I own it technically, but it's a living being.
yeah. I told the goose though, I was like, "Keep your ass out of the road.
Yeah.
Your ass wouldn't get hit by a car." So we nursed him back to health, and then found this little old man to take him. He had a big pond on his property.
Oh, he did?
He came and got him. So hopefully they went and lived a happy goose. They lived their best goose life, and they had a pond to swim in and everything.
Well, thank you, Darcy and Rob.
We didn't end up eating them for Christmas dinner.
And
So,
you didn't leave them to die. You just made my heart very, very happy, and it proves how good you people are and why I love you guys both.
yep.
You may do some things sometimes that I can't quite agree with, like with Henry and the Dillos, but I understand why you do what you do, and when you really care, you do the right thing.
Yep.
Earth Angels. Earth Angels. Earth Angels. You stay confused.
All right, where are we at? What are we doing? I don't know. Let's do this. Which
Oh,
one is your
I think
first one?
the first one I think had the video, and I don't know like if we need to hear him talking about. I mean, you kind of got to hear like his stupidness, but I don't know if we'll get like flagged for it or not because what he's saying, I'm not repeating when I'm reading it.
Which one is it?
The guy who eats bugs.
Oh, okay. Let me see here. They got all.
So afterwards, I thought we could show the video, but I just don't know if we should have this sound or not. You kind of, I'll let you be the deciding factor in that.
Whatever. If they flag us, it's not like we're monetized anyway. So one of these days, maybe. If I can
And
ever.
if he wants to like attach and like make money off his own stupid minute and a half of the clip, I don't care. Like no, I want money that belongs to you. I could give a shit less,
Okay, so
or I can't give a shit less.
there we go.
Okay, I think this guy has like problems.
Hey, he's got saves on the grocery bill. I just went and spent 125 bucks on groceries tonight.
But I think he's got like psychological problems.
Spent 125 bucks on groceries, but I got something a lot better to eat than a bag of bugs. That's for damn sure.
Dude, I can't go and not spend less than $30 fucking.
Oh yeah.
I can go for like three things. It's always fucking $30 to $70.
I think they charged me 30 bucks just to walk in the grocery store here.
I think so too. And I'm in, California, but
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
How much is gas out there right now?
Right now, I found out actually go to the most expensive out here is my problem. Gas prices, Livermore, California. Right now, $4 regular, $4 regular. Goes at Arco, 410 at another Arco. What's gas buddy?
Hmm. Not as much as I heard it was. Can't believe
Well,
everything
it
you hear.
was like 5 a couple weeks ago, and then it started to go under 5 a little bit.
On Wednesdays here, there's a gas station that gives you a discount if you're a member, loyalty member.
Yeah, the one I go to right here, 510.
Oh wow. Yeah, I got it for 2.44 a gallon the other day.
Yeah, 410. Yeah, I
Filled my
think it's
It
expensive.
was like 27 bucks to fill the tank, and I was on empty. I was like, damn, hadn't done that in a long time. But that's because it was a Wednesday, and we have the Circle K Loyalty Club card. Okay,
Whatever.
I'll give you
Go
my phone number.
tomorrow. Because I'm empty and I got a little money for Christmas for getting my, kitties fixed and everything. This is how much I ended up spending when I added it all up. And I told them I had $800 collectively between what I had and stuff I got to take care of them.
Probably all of it.
$1,063 and change.
Damn. Yep.
So
Yeah.
my tires are gonna have to wait another month,
We did
and I
get
don't
some.
want you to even know about them.
I got two new tires the other day.
From who?
I ended up getting them at Walmart because they were the cheapest ones I could find.
Really? I wonder if I can get some at Walmart. What brand?
Douglas.
I
Yeah,
got kiddos on the back, but I could give a shit less what's on the front as long as the tread is pretty much the same.
I had metal hanging out of both of my front tires. So it was like,
Rob, I can't even tell you because, okay, you freak if you knew, and I don't want to jinx myself because right now it's working.
yeah, I would be driving down the road. I was like scared to like drive my car anywhere because I'd be going down.
Like when it's wet, oh my gosh, you do not want to, you just want to take off from the start like so slow.
Yeah. Yeah, same thing too. When it was wet, yeah, I hit the gas and it'd just be like
It's
shaving off a little bit
fun.
of rubber. Yeah, I walked
This
by the
one's my
car the other day,
front.
like my leg touched the tire and it was like, oh shit, now I'm bleeding because there's metal hanging out of it.
I'm afraid if I like slam my brakes that they'll, you know. And then when I park, I always have to make sure to park with my tires completely forward. So, because like if they're turned one way or the other, you can totally see, how bald they really are.
Yeah,
And I'm afraid someone's just gonna come by and finish it off. So I kind of try to hide it a little bit.
yeah, yeah. That's where I got gas the other day, 40 cents off a gallon at Circle K. Barry, that's the spot.
Hey, Tyler.
That's the spot.
Ty.
What's up, Tylee Schwab?
Good old buddy, old pal, old Ty.
Yeah, when you get 40 cents off a gallon, it adds up pretty good, or adds less up pretty good, I should say.
I just got kicked out. Um, okay, so what we have is
Got this buggy.
this bug eating.
A
I have
bug.
so many weird things in here. Um, mm, tongue massage.
Tongue massage. Body massage. Body massage.
Barba
G.I. Joe.
I eat up to 100 live bugs a day.
Ooh, a lot.
Love being the master of their destiny. They massage my tongue.
Giblets.
Giblet. Giblet. Imagine a low calorie, protein packed noodle that evokes the butteriness of French cheeses. The good news is you don't need to book a table at a buzzy new bistro to try it. This earthy delicacy is served in a brown paper bag, and it doesn't really put up a fight. Mealworms are a contender for like one of my most favorite insects. A Chicago resident named Carlos declares he forced down a handful. And my favorite thing about them, where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Am I gone? Oh, there
No.
I
And my favorite thing about them is the flavor. It's a lot like buttered popcorn.
am.
If you haven't gagged yet,
Mm.
brace yourself. Carlos, 26, scarfs down heaps of live mealworms and roaches on Wednesday's episode of TLC's My Strange Addiction. We kind of brought this up last week.
Oh,
In an
hell no. Roach.
exclusive, exclusive preview clip provided, I was like questioning. Did you look at the video? I was questioning even playing that. Like some of y'all might want to close your eyes when we play it, but some of y'all can take it.
I can see
Um,
eating mealworms, because I used to feed all my lizards mealworms.
yeah,
Very used to handling them and all, and I can see roaches. Nope.
and things that pop and squirt.
Oh, damn.
Like, what is it they eat and it always like pops and squirts in their mouth? Oh,
Mm.
okay. And it's, Ew, and it has like a gross color. Their teeth get all black. In an exclusive preview clip provided to the Post, Carlos likes crickets to a veggie delight. He also swears that the insides of cockroaches taste like custard. And even worse, he loves the way the creepy crawlies swarm his mouth, massage his tongue, and tickle his throat. When it like squiggles around your mouth, it's very rewarding. You don't get that from any other kind of food, I guarantee you, Carlos said. Carlos is unemployed, but lives life as his partner and the mother of his infant daughter frets that he's risking his health and frittering away their savings. Just because these insects are found in dirt doesn't make them dirt cheap. Carlos is shown in the episode shelling $8 for a mealworm roach mix at a reptile specialty store. When I first found out about Carlos's bugging, I guess it's called bugging, I thought it was, I guess, cute, partner Ashley said. But as time has gone on, it's become evident that it's a major crutch for him. And that's Ashley on the blanket with him.
Peeps are cute.
I mean,
Cookies are cute. Bugs ain't.
kitties are cute. Dude slurping down and licking custard out of him is said he caught the bugs at an age. Had curiosity about he explained. His memory as a child was when I was 4 years old and I was eating bugs. Now Carlos is devouring up to 100 live bugs a day. My strange addiction producers helpfully note that 30,000 insects a year, or roughly the weight of a Thanksgiving turkey. Heartwarming, like worm, heartwarming indeed. It's tough to say exactly why Carlos eats live bugs because his body's probably like got some protein deficiency. Um, some of it appears to be need for control. When I eat and chew live bugs, it makes me feel like I'm a master of their day, he said. Pretty animalistic and primal about it, he added. Carlos acknowledged that channeling his inner predator may not be fair to the bug, but it does taste pretty good. Entoterrorism aside, Carlos finds his cravings the most powerful in times of crisis. Perhaps that's why he enjoys the struggle. I like to chomp the head, he said, and as a creature pinched the inside of his mouth. I like a certain boldness and intensity to my food. I don't know why I like it, but I. But Ashley isn't thrilled at crunch time. Visited an clinic in Wisconsin to find out if there's a creep in it real. He tried to convince nurse practitioner Nanette that his arthropod addiction is a-okay, because over 70% of the world's nations consume insects. In some cultures, eating bugs is acceptable, but the big difference is live bugs are gutted and they're cooked, the person replied. The problem is when you eat these bugs alive, you are contaminating your body with active live parasitic and bacterial infections. The chick said toxins from bugs can seep into your bloodstream, potentially causing multi-organ failure. So I guess that's why they always like cook the crickets and salt them up. I don't know. Makes them crunchy. Their studies show parasitic infections can even travel to the brain and basically eat at your brain tissue and contribute to chronic diseases that resemble early dementia. She suggested eating dead bugs instead of live ones and avoiding cockroaches, which carry and transmit harmful bacteria. Though he seemed otherwise healthy, Carlos noted he does experience heart palpitations sometimes. I had no idea the full extent of damage that it could potentially cause. I do want to change, but I really also like eating bugs, he admitted. And dead bugs aren't going to tickle his tongue. Carlos later told the Post, oh, I gotta start it over again.
I'm betting Carlos don't have a girlfriend.
No, that's actually rare. That's his, if there's other
Oh, okay. Thought it was just a.
bench guy, multi eat dead. Okay, don't eat cockroaches. Heart palpitations. I had no idea the full extent of damage that it could potentially cause. I do want to change, but I also really like eating bugs, he admitted. Carlos later told the Post that he's no longer subsisting on grubs for grub. I've cut back significantly since filming, he said. It was a contained period of my life, and while traces of it remain, it's no longer something I engage with intentionally. And it talks about when you can see addiction.
Hmm, strange. I don't know. Yeah. I've probably eaten mealworms at some point. But yeah, and bugs. Yeah, like Barry says, superworms. They're like a giant mealworm. No thanks. Or what are those hornworms? Those big green.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. People are gonna eat what they're gonna eat. But I'd have to be one hungry son of a bitch to eat bugs. I'm sorry. Not saying I won't eat bugs at someday. Who knows? Maybe the world ends and we're all starving. But I'll be fishing and eating squirrels and whatever. I'll find something to eat that is
Region,
more
region,
substantial.
Regional Van Turnmeister the Third says he's just a test pilot for Gates' diet plan
Yep.
for us all.
Ugh. Enough to turn my stomach. Yeah. Yeah, Barry. I used to get. We used to raise
I wondered that
geckos,
too, Barry.
leopard geckos, and all that, and we feed them
Oh,
crickets. Crickets were a staple item. I used to get boxes. Get them by the. No, they were a lot bigger, and they were full size crickets. And yeah, I used to get them delivered at work where I worked at. And like I've mentioned before, that place was a, like practical joke city. And of course, I kept crickets, in my house, and had this big cricket box. And like you say, they're noisy as hell. But when they're in the box, they weren't so terribly bad. But man, when a couple of them would escape,
oh dear.
hard as hell to find. And you'd just be like, the house would be all quiet, and you're like finally like drifting off to sleep, and then it's like they start up, and then you're up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, tearing your whole house apart trying to find one damn cricket. But yeah, the place where I work at, I used to get they'd deliver them, get like a box of 1,000, and I got a couple of boxes one day, and my boss was like, "How much are those?" And I told him. He's like, "I want to buy a box," and I'm like, "Oh, okay. What are you gonna do with them?" He's like, "Watch." He takes a box of 1,000 crickets, full size crickets, takes them out in the parking lot where our friend, who was the manager at the time before I was, opens his car door and dumps the entire 1,000 cricket box of 1,000 crickets in his car. Like, dude, Pat is gonna kill you.
Yeah.
He's going to kill you. I don't want to be around when it happens. So jokes are funny and all, but dude is gonna flip out and kill you. Yeah, he had crickets in his car. I don't know, the rest of the year or longer. He could hardly ever get rid. He was always, besides the ones that died and stunk. He was always having crickets in his car that were chirping. So, needless to say, I always made sure that my doors were locked. Anything I drove was locked. Yeah. If it had an alarm on it, there was the alarm was set to. Don't want 1,000 crickets in my car.
No, that would not. They get up in like your air conditioning vent and shit. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, he was pissed to say the least. But games went on.
Remember Jason when he has to like air the basement out? There was that one cricket
Yep.
all the time that would never
Could never get rid of it.
go away, and it would just like start chirping around like
Yep. Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of people, foreign people, they like them. They like to eat grasshoppers.
yeah,
Again, like I mentioned a week or two, week or two
it's
ago.
like lime and chili powder.
Yeah, Andrew Zimmer. Saw him like eating a plate full of grasshoppers. Grasshoppers on a stick, plate of grasshoppers. I saw
Oh
a guy the other day
no!
that was eating these little octopuses alive.
No! Oh
Yeah, just like trying to pull them out of this jar, and they're
no!
wiggling all over the place, and
I
he's just.
love them.
I'm like, damn, that's pretty
I
brutal.
had a story I was going to read that somebody says that octopus could actually be the thing that takes over the world if we have some sort of like a crash out on Earth or whatever. That the species that would come up and take over man could be octopus. It's like a silly article, but they mean it to be real. So I'm kind of
Pretty
saving
smart.
that.
They're
But I
definitely.
love cuttlefish. I like squid. It's good,
Yeah,
but I can't eat little octopus. I love them. I had pet octopus.
yeah, yeah. They're
So
pretty.
intelligent. I love them,
Mm-hmm.
but I still love to eat them. Yes,
I
they are
love them.
very tasty. God damn it. Those tasty little tentacles. Well, that's why I like the tops of the squids when they have little tentacles instead of like the round calamari. It's kind of gross when you chew on the tentacles of it. But I love them though.
I remember getting the soup one time. I ordered seafood soup. When I
Not
was,
raw.
yeah, it was cooked and all, but yeah, I mean, it had mystery items in it that I had no idea. I'm pretty well versed in seafood, and I can tell what stuff is, but there were some things in there I had no clue. But yeah,
Wait, what?
I don't know, looked like some kind of squirrely pig dick. I don't I don't know what it was.
Like
I didn't, I
like a
didn't
jambalaya type thing or something?
Yeah, it was this. This is just like this. I don't know. They called it seafood soup of some sort. It had everything in it. It had octopus, squid, freaking who knows. I probably ate seahorses. I have no idea what was in it. It was like you know, just Heinz 57 of the seafood soup world. You know,
Definitely. To Glenny out.
tasted good.
Yeah?
Don't ask questions.
We took Glenny out. When he came out, we would take him to the city all the time. Sewell,
Yeah,
Scwell. And we were tired. It was like the end of the night. We were getting ready to take him back. Jeff really wanted Chinese food. I'm like, you're not going to get the kind of Chinese food you want. You know? We go into this place, they make you order it all weird. And like, it smells funky, and you have to get these. It's like this soup bowl place, and then you say what you want, like in this bowl, and they put all. Oh my God. So I don't want to be rude. I'm trying to eat what I can. I'm pissed off because I don't want to be in there. And by the time we both hit, like, we dropped off him, got to the bridge, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and we're like, I wish we didn't eat that damn fish. It was a long ride home.
Oh,
It's like sometimes you just know better.
yeah. Yeah, there's a there's a Chinese buffet here in town, and I've eaten there, and it's pretty sketchy, and everybody knows it's pretty sketchy, but everybody still eats there. You know, I haven't eaten there in a long time.
We got a bomb one up here. So effing good.
I
Golden
just
Dragon.
I just saw a picture. Oh man, I don't even know if I can find it real quick. It was on Facebook the other day, and it was like WTF, Ichiban whatever Chinese buffet. What is this? And it's a picture that somebody took at the buffet, and one of the trays is like chopped up Pop Tarts. Yeah, it's like one of their desserts. It was chopped up Pop Tarts. I mean, you see them; they're Pop Tarts. There's no question in what they are, you know. And I'm looking at the Pop Tarts, and then I'm reading the comments, and I'm like, I come to the next comment, and it's like the Pop Tarts are. What about the little Debbie cosmic brownies that are next to it? I didn't even see those, but yeah, they had little Debbie cosmic brownies. They had those chopped up in little pieces too. I'm like, when did the Chinese buffet start serving freaking Pop Tarts and Little Debbie brownies as a dessert item? The last time I ate there, they had like legit, like had an ice cream machine and stuff. I don't know.
We have Golden Dragon. They have like full on crab legs. It's not Dungeness, but you wait and they'll have a whole steaming thing of crab legs. All the Chinese food you could think of, huge fruit bar, the little endomines, soybeans. Like eat. Then they have in the back where they cook up all the meat and stuff. Jeff always goes back there and gets all sorts of stuff. Then they have the pizza, all the little what are they called? Like the mm, not biscuits. The like sesame balls and the little things in the paper, the buns, the little I can't think of the word dim sum and all that. And then they have all the soup, and then they have like the dessert thing with the ice cream and all the almond cookies. And I've eaten at that buffet. I'm living up there. I can't tell you how many times it's like where we would go. Yeah, dumplings for like everything, and I never got sick one time from that place.
Here it is. I found the picture. That's full on Pop Tarts. It's like cinnamon, brown sugar cinnamon Pop Tarts. Oh, we got the fruit ones over here with the sprinkles on top, and over here is the cosmic brownies. You can see them right there. Is that?
No way.
And it looks like Rice Krispie treats. There's something over on this side. So yeah, they probably went to the dollar store and bought a bunch of cheap shit and threw it out on the buffet. It's like, damn, times are tough, I guess.
But are Pop Tarts even that cheap?
I don't know. If you buy the Clover brand at the dollar store,
Oh yeah, we don't know what they actually are.
oh man,
No, if you ever are out here, I am so taking you to the Golden Dragon.
yeah.
Very good,
There's a
very
place
good.
that
And they do meats because I know you like the meats. They will make any kind of meats you want. You pick it all out what you want on your plate, and then they cook it for you.
cool. Yeah, there's a place here. I forget what it's called, Yamato or something like that. I forget what the name of it is. I think it's Yamato's. But yeah, they have like the big table, like, a bunch of people sit around and you can pick out whatever you want and they cook it on your table and fling it all around, do tricks and shit with it. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, like what's it called? Like the Japanese is it Japanese cooking.
Yeah.
What's the word? And
Fancy.
everybody sits around like the hot plate. See, I have the brain mush. You're
Yeah.
supposed to be the one with the brain mush, and then they'll like hit the bottom of the
Yeah.
spatula, and you open your mouth, and the shrimp flies in.
Yeah. Throw the egg up and it hits the spatula and splits it and it falls on the grill. And yeah, they do all kinds.
Yeah, I've never been to one. Like they have them in Vegas. They have some out here. Like P.F. Chang's, I think, does it. Um, and I can't remember the word for it, but it looks like so much fun. And then they do their sake bombs and
Yeah. Yeah. When I did a deal, like when I used to make skateboards and stuff way back, um, I had an account where I sold, I don't know, 500 skateboards that I made to this guy in Japan. And the end of the deal, he took us out to this real expensive Japanese restaurant. And it was like a high end Japanese restaurant. And it was like, I think that was the first time I ever tried fried green tea ice cream. It was the first time I ever tried sake. And everybody, my brother got totally roasted on the sake. But yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good food.
you were right, Barry, when you said that the Teppan.
Teppanyaki.
Yeah, but they do have the hibachi.
Hibachi. There you go.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Like I always thought hibachi was like the little hibachi girl I have that I take camping with
On
me.
your
So
tailgate. Yeah.
yeah, hibachi versus that. What's the difference? Oh, it's all grilling food over an open flame. Oh,
Yeah.
that's why it's a hibachi.
Damn, now I want Chinese food.
But yeah, god dang.
Green tea ice cream. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I feel like there's a word I'm missing, but I'm not gonna get stuck on it.
Yeah, it was. I had green tree fried ice cream to boot.
I wanted to try the ooh, fried ice cream is so good.
Yeah.
Is it your turn or my turn?
I think it's me. I got this stupid one here to throw out there real quick. I haven't even read this article. It's just the picture that it has pisses me off because, just because. Let's see, where is it at?
Is it gonna piss me off?
Nah, I doubt it, but it's this one. It says, woman wakes up to an 8-foot snake lying on her chest.
Oh, I saw that and they're like, don't move.
I haven't read this yet. Let's go ahead and just
Neither did I. Look at the front of it.
see. This snake is, to me, it looks like a carpet python,
Uh
which,
huh.
you know, I've had carpet pythons.
Look how the front of it makes it look like it has a face in the front when the eyes are in the back.
See, Barry knows. She's like carpet python right off the bat.
Hmm.
Same thing. Well, it's not that unusual in Australia to find large and creepy crawlers hiding in strange places. One woman encountered something truly terrifying in her bed. On Monday night, Brisbane resident Rachel Bloor felt a heavy weight pressing against her body. Still half asleep, she reached out to pet what she assumed was one of her dogs, only to feel the smooth, scaly skin of an 8 foot. Ah, they do. Actually, I'm I'm impressed. They said it is. She felt the smooth, scaly skin of an 8 foot carpet python. I'll be
Oh,
damned.
wow.
Actually, had it right. That's probably not what it was because I'm sure this isn't a picture of it. But anyways, I give him kudos for at least getting the damn snake right in the article. Her husband confirmed the presence of a massive constrictor after turning on a bedside lamp. Bloor's primary concern was for her Dalmatian, as she feared a violent encounter between her protective pet and the reptile. She carefully maneuvered out from under the blankets once her spouse safely removed their two dogs from the room. Although many would find the experience traumatizing, Bloor remained unfazed. She guided the snake back through the window shutters where its tail was still hanging out into the backyard. The couple, their pets, and the python emerged from the encounter unscathed. Bloor stated that she would have been more terrified had the encounter been a cane toad, a common Australian pest that she finds repulsive. What would you have done in this scaly situation? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to. I like snakes. I don't want to find one in my bed. But if it was a nice carpet python, hey, that's pretty cool. Sam texted me the other day, freaking out. She took a picture, and she's like, "Oh my god, there's a giant snake, and it was trying to get in my house." And she sent me a picture of it. She's like, "I have no idea what it is." I'm like, "That's a big old yellow rat snake." And yeah, it's cold out, and if you leave your door open, I guarantee you he'll come inside the house. But she safely removed him. She had a pair of those tongs. I left a snake hook over at her house, and she had a pair of tongs, and she grasped him and took him out to the backyard and set him free. I'm like, yeah, he'll probably come back. I said, one thing about it, you won't have any mice around your house if you have a big rat snake there. And she's like, oh, but I got all these little tree mice that live in the tree. Like, well, if you notice their numbers dwindling, the next time you see that snake, he might be a little fatter because they'll wreak havoc on some mice. That's their job. Yeah, I was wondering about that too, Barry. In Australia, do they have carpet pythons in Australia? I'm not 100%. I know they have a lot of badass snakes in Australia. Brown snakes, house snakes, mambas. I didn't know they had carpet pythons in Australia, though. I don't know. Let's look that up real quick. I was giving them credit for at least saying what it was in the picture, getting it right. Carpet python is a large snake of the family Pythonidae found. Oh wow, found in Australia, New Guinea, Bismarck. Damn. Okay, so they got the whole article right. I'm impressed. It's not often you find a news article that is good, and it even said the lady picked it up and put it back out the window instead of like chopping it up with a shovel, which 9 out of 10 people usually do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, cool. What's the
And
average
I think my last one is the tattoo one,
tattoo?
which I don't know if you see me. I'm giving Jay his medicine real quickly here.
I got a funny story.
My mom and I were talking about tattoo removal the other night because she wasn't exactly sure, like when they remove a tattoo, what it all entails. And I was telling her how, like, the white ink is worth, to try to get rid of because it'll look black. And you have to go in for so many different sessions. And here, one more bite. And it leaves scars on you. Give it a lick. Okay. Okay. Um, we'll do the other one after. I have to do it exactly on the hour Um, but this I didn't know. So I just thought, even though it's a little weird, but it's not my typical trash. But I thought it was interesting. Oh
I've eaten rattlesnake before. No, I don't know. I don't know if I've eaten any kind of python.
no, I still have two. Oh, I guess I've only read one. Um, this one, I'll do the tattoo one because there was also the cemetery grave robbering one.
Oh yeah,
But I'll do this one now. Um, Peeing out tattoo. What really happens when you have body art removed? Yeah, it's supposed to on it. It's supposed to be more painful than getting your. Because we're watching like Caught in the Act, one of those trash TV Tammy Roman, like, oh, they're cheating, let's catch them in the act and do all this. But this girl, she was so pretty and had such a nice body, but like had all these weird scribble, like it just didn't look good. It looked like somebody used her for practice.
like prison tattoos or something.
Yeah, and it was like, dude, what? Like, it just didn't look good. So we're like talking about tattoo removal. Um, what happens to a tattoo when you decide forever is too long? Tattoo removal is achieved through a series of laser treatments, typically 4 to 10 sessions. Laser-based treatments heat the tattoo pigment to temperatures up to 572 degrees Fahrenheit. Particles to break apart. While many assume the ink simply fades in the face of the laser's light, the reality is a bit more complicated. According to the of aesthetic surgery, laser hits the skin. The absorbed by the pigment is converted to heat, and the chemical bonds inside the pigment begin to break down into smaller pieces, not unlike glass shattering. In this sense, the term tattoo removal is a bit of a misnomer, as the laser is not removing the tattoo so much as it's breaking it down into particles the body can absorb or as the laser's heat penetrates the skin, it creates an inflamed wound. The healing process requires the immune system to dispatch specific white blood cells called um, MACROPHAGES to engulf/remove the fractured pigment particles as they are recognized as foreign matter and the source of the inflammation. Meanwhile, the lymphatic system recognizes any remaining disintegrating ink as waste and expels it through sweat, urine, or feces. That means you could be peeing out your tribal tramp stamp. No, I still got mine right here on my back. The exact year tattoo depends on the metals, the minerals, and the ink. Basically, how your body gets rid of the ink is going to depend on what color it is. The doctor said. Let me open it again. Um, they're typically made while yellow ink cadmium. This chemical determines the type of laser to remove the offending ink. It's not uncommon for people to come in with multicolored tattoos where part of the tattoo responds well to a laser and other parts of the tattoo don't respond at all. That's because every ink color is made up of different metals or minerals, which means each ink will only absorb specific laser wavelengths. The colors that are easier to remove include black, brown, and blue. In addition to color composition, experts maintain that the efficiency of tattoo removal is determined in part by the location of the ink. Areas of the body with the most circulation are easier to treat, while those with low circulation, like the fingers and toes, are typically more difficult to break down. And you're unlikely to notice your ink escaping, no matter where or how large the tattoo is. Further, while certain foods like beets and kale can alter the color of your urine or feces, the levels of pigment in tattoo ink are not high enough to change the hue of your pee or your poo. So that's how it really goes down. Yeah, I'll keep mine too. I wouldn't have put it on if I didn't want them.
It's funny. My most recent tattoo story, the show I went to last night, I went and saw the band Southern Culture on the Skids, and one of my friends, used to be my best friend. Well, used to be, that's a weird way to say it. He was my best friend, but he passed away.
Yeah.
Anyway, his son is there, and his son has a tattoo of the band's logo on his arm. And
Okay.
it's about, I don't know, it's about, you know, maybe 4 or 5 inches by, like 2 inches, 2.5 inches. Anyways, we're at the end of the show and we're talking to the people in the band. His name's Milo. He's like, hey, he's like, you guys sign my arm and I'll get it tattooed tomorrow.
Oh wow.
And so he wanted them to sign their names like right above or around the tattoo.
Yeah.
And Rick, the guitar player, he's like, seriously, man? I'm like, dude, that's like a hardcore fan. That's a commitment, man. He's not only got your logo, but he's gonna tattoo your signature on his arm for
Yeah. For life. That's an honor. That's not like, oh, Subway, remember tattoo our logo on your back and get like free sandwich for 6 months.
yep. But yeah, he got all three band members signed his arm, and he was going off today to have it tattooed. He had a gift certificate from my friend that runs a tattoo shop here, and
Oh, right on.
going to have it done.
Did
He's
you
like, yeah,
know everybody?
I'll upload pictures tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if he actually goes through so I want to see.
But yeah, I wouldn't do that for a normal band, but we all know everybody in the band, and they're good people. So
Yeah. That's good.
although,
Poor
although
thing.
they did disappoint me during the pandemic,
Why?
they wouldn't let anybody come see him unless you wore a mask and
Oh yeah.
followed the whole thing. I was like, come on, come on.
Yeah.
Now they're like, yeah, that was kind of dumb.
Oh, no shit. Like that's what we was trying to tell yous.
I gotta admit though, I don't go out in crowds very often. If I'm playing music, I'm like up on the stage, so I'm not in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
When I take a break, sometimes I go out and mingle or whatever, but usually I'm like I disappear for somewhere. I'm just not a crowd person anymore. But last night, I went and saw this band, had a great time, and I danced the whole time in a crowd of I don't know several hundred people. So I got my crowd surfing done last night.
Right on.
And I was thinking about it. I'm like right in the middle of this crowd, and everybody's hot and sweaty and grinding on each other, and I'm like, whew, man. Hope I don't get sick. We'll see. Give me a week or two.
You know, a little trick me and my mom do is a trick my mom taught me. Is she does take a little Vicks before you go out and you like put it into your nose because it's also like an antibiotic and stuff like that. So when you're like breathing in, She's like things that actually stops stuff from going through. She never gets sick. Like
Yeah,
so, yeah. And wash the hell out of your hands. Don't let people spit in your face. You should be fine.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. They were. Yeah, Craig. When I was younger, I tried the old, doing designs on your arm with a pen and then rubbing pencil lead.
oh
That can't
Jesus,
possibly be good for
or
you.
Indian ink.
Yeah, yeah. I think I tried that too.
I think I got one more. This one is the grave robbery one, which is crazy.
Oh yeah.
And we don't have to play the video to the other one unless you played it when I was gone, because it was pretty gross when he's like, it's like you see the psychology of how creepy the guy is as the stuff's like running around his face,
Oh,
but
maybe we should play that.
it would probably like creep some people out. Yeah, we could play it. We'll just have to tell people to, if they
It's
get squeamish,
weird.
don't look, because it's pretty trippy. Um, I saw this last week. 100 skulls and mummified body parts are found in a Pennsylvania grave case. Bones and skulls visible in the back of a car near an abandoned cemetery on Philadelphia's outskirts led police to a basement filled with body parts, which authorities say were hoarded by a man now accused of stealing about 100 sets of human remains. And I didn't read this whole thing. So is it like sets like a full skeleton set or like sets of what? Officers say a Tuesday night arrest culminated a months-long investigation into break-ins at Mount Moriah Cemetery, where at least 26 mausoleums and vaults have been forced open since early November. Investigators later searched the person's home and storage unit of Jonathan Christ Gerlach, 34, and reported finding more than 100 human skulls, long bones, mummified hands and feet, two decomposing torsos, and other skeletal items. They were in various states. Some of them were hanging, as it were. Some of them were pieced together, and some were just skulls on a shelf. Delaware County District Attorney Tanner said. Most of it were in the basement, authorities had mentioned, and they also recovered to the graves. In one case, a patient,
Oh
police
damn.
said Gerlach targeted the mausoleums and underground vaults at the 1855 cemetery. It's considered the country's largest abandoned burial ground, according to friends at Mount Moriah Cemetery, which helps maintain the 160-acre landmark in Eden that's home to an estimated 150,000 grave sites.
Wow.
Police had been looking into the string of burglaries when an investigator checked on Gerlach's vehicle plates and found he had been near Eden repeatedly during the period when the burglaries occurred. Police say the break-ins centered on sealed vaults and mausoleums containing older burials which had been smashed open or had stonework damage to reach the remains inside. He was arrested, walked back towards his car with a crowbar, police say. Burlap bag in which officers found the mummified remains of two small children, three skulls and other bones. Gerlach told investigators he took about 30 sets of human remains and showed them the graves he stole them from, police said. Given the enormity of what we're looking, sheer utter lack of reasonable explanation. It's difficult to say right now at this juncture exactly what took place. We're trying to figure it out, he told reporters. Gerlach was charged with 100 counts each of abuse of a corpse and receiving stolen property, along with multiple counts of dis, uh, desecrating a public monument, desecrating a venerated object, desecrating a historical burial place, burglary, trespassing, and theft. He is jailed on $1 million bond. No lawyer was listed in court records. A message seeking comment was texted to a cell phone linked to him. So, yeah.
Hmm.
He was keeping all this stuff. Like, was he going to sell this stuff to somebody, or is he just like a total klepto, like, hoarder of like bones?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of strange. Yeah, I mean I got a bunch of skulls around here.
Yeah, like
Not
it's
human.
cool if you get it the right way. And I mean, I have no problem with someone having a head here or there, some ribs, whatever the hell.
I'm just looking right here, and I'm reading laws about having human remains, and it's actually legal in a bunch of places. And there's this place right here that I'm looking at. You can buy a real human child skull for $2,900. I don't know, pretty strange.
Because it goes through like all the medical
Yeah.
shit, right? Like
Yes.
where they bleach it and clean it and like prepare them and have it cataloged
Yeah.
and they know whose it is.
Yeah. Right here it says in the United States, it's generally legal to own a human skull as long as it was obtained legally and ethically, with primary
Yeah,
exceptions being human remains can't come from Native Americans and state specific bans. Federal law, there's no federal law that broadly prohibits the trade and ownership of most human remains in the U.S., other than those protected by Native American Graves Protection and Reparation Act. State laws vary significantly by states. A few states have specific restrictions. Louisiana, possession of human remains, excluding things like teeth, hair, and cremated remains, is generally prohibited. Georgia and Tennessee, it's legal to own remains within the state, but buying, selling, or transporting them across the state line, import export, is generally illegal. Minnesota has an import export ban. Other states like Florida, Massachusetts, Missouri, New Hampshire, South Carolina, Texas, and Virginia also have various laws, mostly making the sales illegal. Meth-
what about California?
um, I don't see California on here.
Right.
Hmm. Yeah, I know. There's a store right down the road from me. It's like a treasure store. They
Uh
sell
huh.
all kinds of treasures, gold coins and metal detectors and swords and all kinds of shit, cannonballs. They got all kinds of stuff, anything that can be considered a treasure. And they actually do like they charter like treasure hunting trips and stuff. Uh, but they have last time I was in there, they had three human skulls in there that they had found, diving. And I don't know, I don't know how they do it or whatever, but they're for sale and they were expensive. Yeah, I have a family relative that has a couple of human skulls that he found when he was diving. He's a diver and he's found all kinds of stuff, and a few of them are human skulls, and they're not like really old ones. So he's like, yeah, we don't talk about that
That's crazy.
as I'm here talking about it. That's why I just said family member, a distant relative. But yeah, I read about this a while back, and I was like, I don't know. It's like, you know, like I say, I've got skulls. Hell, when Sam was here, we had several boxes of skulls and like horse jaws, like with the teeth in them, and all kinds of stuff. She made a mobile out of those, I think. But yeah, I was gonna start selling pig skulls and different stuff like that because I have a couple of friends that they're like, dude, we can give you all the pigs heads that you could possibly ever want.
We used to always get the cow ones. Like when we're out on the ATVs, we would see like the perfect, cow
Yeah,
skull, like when they would just die and be out there, and we would bleach them out and stuff. And some people would take them and like do like the paintings, like with the cactus and all
yeah,
that, and sell them in one of their craft stores. Some of them we used as target practice because I like to see what the calibers looked like through the bone, like certain sizes. But those cow skulls could go for a lot
yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, we used to have a couple hanging in the house a while back. It's funny where like I've been out with Sam like geocaching, and I think the last time we went, we found like I don't know, it looked like a maybe a raccoon skull skeleton. It was like half. It was more than half decomposed. It was like three quarters decomposed. Had a stench to it still, but yeah, we picked it all up and searched around and tried to get all the bones to complete the skull and the skeleton, and she took it home with her. Most people driving by would be like, "What the hell are they doing?" But yeah, for some reason, whenever I go out with her doing stuff, we always find bones and skulls. Bowls. Put them both together. We go out and find balls.
We found some big balls.
Mm. Yeah, for some reason, we always find bones and skulls. Weird. Yeah, the one, this one always reminds me, like, finding like animal skulls and whatever. I mean, whatever. Even if you got a human skull, I guess, whatever. As long as you didn't, like, grave rob it or, like, Jeffrey Dahmer it or something. Got three human skulls and some titties in my refrigerator.
Yeah.
But yeah, this I read this story and it reminded me of the graveyard that's right down the road from me, which actually Sam and me went there. I don't know, just a couple of weeks ago, and it was the one that I actually had pictures, and I felt bad. That's probably what haunted me from that graveyard was there was a burial, like an above ground type thing, and it was kind of above ground and half in the ground. Anyways, it was all bricks, and the bricks had like fallen apart on the end, so you could actually look in it. And dumbass me actually looked in it and put my camera. I held my camera down inside the grave and took pictures. So yeah, wonder why I got haunted from that graveyard. That's probably it right there. Bad.
Gosh, that was such a strange situation altogether.
Yeah,
And then to go back and like try to reason with them.
yeah. But it was cool. We went back there, and like I don't know, a couple of years ago, Sam and me went there and we like bricked up.
Yeah, you would like were rebuilding shit.
Yeah, we like bricked it all up and would like try to seal it up. Yeah, not with concrete and shit, but just with bricks that were there and everything. We got it all back in place where because there was ghost tours that were coming in there every night, and there's this open casket tomb thing, whatever. It was just not a good situation. So we
No.
bricked it all up, and we went back there a couple of weeks ago, and it's still bricked up. And there was actually somebody had done a better job bricking it up and put a tarp over the end of it, and it was all held down with bricks and everything. So it's somewhat sealed up. You know,
I'm glad to hear that, and that's what it takes sometimes is people to start it to
yeah,
get other people to do something because sometimes they don't know when to start.
yeah,
But you guys are always good too about going around and finding unmarked graves and adding them to that database.
yeah.
I always appreciated that.
It was cool because I don't know, several years ago, Sam took a plant from here. It was one of those, I don't know, they're called wandering Jews or whatever. It's like this purple, cool looking plant, and we put it in a pot and took it down there, and she like kind of put it at the foot of this grave site, whatever you want to call it. I can't think of the word for it, but anyway, put it there, and we went back. That was several years ago, and we went back just a couple weeks ago, and that plant is still there, still growing really good.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised, but
Like it's gotten bigger?
yeah, made it through a few winters, and yeah, it's still there, still growing just fine.
That is so cool.
Yeah, yeah, she was pretty happy. She was like, "Holy crap! The plant I
Wait,
put
no. Oops.
growing."
No throw up on the bed. No throw up on the bed. No, let go, let go.
You want me to play the bug video real quick?
Yeah.
Let me see if I have it here. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, bug video. Where are
The
you?
one I sent earlier because I knew it was going to take a while to like show up.
Boom. Is this it? Black hole. That's not it. Ableton Live. That's not it. Where'd it go? Damn.
I sent it to your phone also.
Let's see here. Let me see if I can do it this way. Boom. Boom. Hey, got new message request from Live Cam Girl 2955. Wonder what that's about. Jeez, seriously.
He's nearby and wants to meet up with you.
I saw your profile and I fell in love with you. Bitch, you don't even know who I am. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's like they're just 2.5 miles away and want to meet up with you. Yes, I'm giving the medicine. I
Oh,
think one of the articles even let you scroll down, or one of the articles you could open it when it had it in there, but you had to watch like the ad first.
that's it.
It's like a minute something.
Oh, that's not it.
Um, da 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 da. Where's the video? Did it not say? Okay, the video's on your phone. Right before you said, I don't know if it's like right before you said, uh, I'll say reply to it and then maybe you'll see it. But then on the messenger, that's where they make you like reload it again.
Well, ding dang dong.
Let me see, did it go through on messenger? Yeah, I do see it on messenger.
Where is it at?
Well, it's probably out of order because like It took a while to go through, but it looks like the guy leaning over a table.
Yeah, I am not seeing it on my end. I know it's here somewhere.
Alright, I sent it to you again.
Okay, now we're talking.
I thought it was going to make you sit and have it reload again.
Okay. Now we're cooking.
That's the thing. Normally, once you like load a video into your messenger, and it can take a while, then you should be able to forward it, and it just goes. But now it makes everybody have to like reload it back up.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Maybe.
Yeah, find it there.
All right. Finally, hour and a half later.
A palette has matured over time, and I do prefer them live. Now with these, I gotta be careful. Like they're the biggest concern as far as like escape. Seats putting up a fight. Not much though because it's been refrigerated. Poor little fella. I can eat up to 100 of these in one day. Especially if I'm like substituting like a conventional meal. Crickets has a more vegetal taste, but typically this is more like a delicacy. I'm pretty animalistic and primal about it. I mean, I just eat them. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess that is like channeling the inner predator, right? That's there might be something holy there if you look. I don't know. Oh. Another favorite of mine, they're called Dubai roaches. Dubai is known for like its wealth, and there's like Dubai chocolate. It's why not? Oh, this little guy, cute. No. When I eat and chew live bugs, it makes me feel like I am the master of their destiny. That feeling doesn't really last too long because then the craving just kicks. Yeah. And no matter how punitive that feeling may sound, like it gives me some semblance of control.
That fella right there is plumb fucking nuts.
It's almost like serial killing, like or raping, where they do it, they get the pleasure while it happens, and then they need to look at trophies or something, or they get bored again. Like he gets all excited while he's doing it, and then something happens.
Yeah.
And he has to get that sensation again. Like he has to constantly feel like he's, I guess, king over the bugs. I don't know. Like what he's got to have protein deficiency or something.
Pretty weird.
The sense of control is nice. Dubai roach is nasty. He says it tastes like custard in the middle.
Oh, damn. That just did me in.
What kind of custard has he been eating?
Ugh. Yeah, I was going to raise those Dubie roaches and, because I had crickets and mealworms and super worms and hornworms. I had all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll order some of those roaches. And then, yeah, I went to the reptile show and I was going to buy some. And I was like, you know what? Screw that. I'm just not a roach. I'm the guy that walks in the bathroom at 3 a.m. and gets attacked by a damn flying roach. And here in Florida, whatever, roaches, palmetto bugs, whatever the hell you want to call them, those little they're not really little, they're big. And they will fly and they will land on your back in that one spot that you
Ooh,
cannot.
ooh, 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 ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, the scratchy little legs.
Yeah. I remember when I was a
Yeah.
kid, I woke up in the middle of the night one night and I had a freaking roach on my face.
Oh,
Yeah.
uh-uh. It sat there?
Well, it was like crawling around. I woke up and
Oh, and you woke up and felt it
yeah,
crawling?
like smack it, and and then I look in the bed, and it's a big old roach, and it was like the full on cockroacha.
A cucaracha. So you're sleeping and something's on your face. You're like, what the hell? Smacking yourself in the
Yeah.
face. I just smacked my right eye twitch and see it go. And and then you see a big ass roach in your bed. I'd be pissing myself.
Yeah. I remember when we were kids, when we were youngins, I was laying
Youngin.
in the bed, and I had my stepbrother slept in the same room. We had like twin beds, and he's across the room in his bed, and the lights are off. And he's like, "Dude, turn the light on." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Turn the light on." And why? There's a spider on the ceiling. I'm like, "How the hell? You can't see a spider on the ceiling. It's dark in here." He's like, "Turn the freaking light on, man." So I got up and I turned the light on, and when I did, it was one of those big ass wolf spiders that was like huge, and it was on the ceiling right over his bed. When I turned the light on, it fell off the ceiling and landed.
Oh no.
I have still to this
No.
day, I have no idea how he knew it was on the ceiling because he couldn't see it, but he knew there was a big spider up there. And as soon as I turned the light on, it fell off the ceiling, landed on the bed, right where he was laying.
The other night, I looked up in the corner, and all of a sudden, I see two spiders along the top. I don't normally get them. And I'm like, God damn it! And so, what did I have? I didn't have anything good except air freshener spray. So I'm spraying air freshener spray on them, and then they start walking, doing stuff, and it starts. I'm like, shit! Now it's gonna get dizzy. Walk across my bed. So I'm sitting there trying to like watch where it's going. I'm like, I shouldn't have done that, but I wanted control. And then they ended up dropping in there somewhere.
My two favorite bug stories are I'm laying in bed one morning and it's me and my girlfriend, and sun's already coming up, and it's kind of daylight. I'm kind of waking up, and I look, and they're same things. One of those big ass wolf spiders is over on the wall across the room, and I had this 357. It was a 357, but it was a pellet gun, and I'm laying there. She's like, "Holy shit, look at that spider." And I just grabbed it and, like, quick draw, pow. I shot, hit the spider. It fell off the wall and landed dead in the laundry basket.
Nice.
Like, what the hell? Are you like Wyatt Earp or something?
Right when you wake up, too, that's beautiful. I know, let's go back to bed. You wake up, you're just like, pew,
And
pew.
my other famous bug story that totally freaked my stepbrother out, the one that the spider story guy. I'm in the kitchen of the old house that I grew up in, and I just opened a can of just opened a can of tuna fish, and he's like, "Holy shit, there's a roach on the wall." And I did this like Bruce Lee sound, "Wah!" And I flung the lid of the tuna fish, the piece that you cut off. I threw it like one of those throwing stars. Shoo,
Yeah.
wham! It stuck in the wall and cut the roach right in half.
Shut up. Oh my God, that's
He's just like,
beautiful.
"What the hell? What are you, some kind of ninja?" Like,
Like
I'd
a
probably
CD,
do
you're
that
just
again
like,
if you did.
"Woo, woo."
That's my two famous bug stories.
Those are great.
Mm. pellet gun and tuna fish tin.
Beautiful.
And I thought I was a badass after the, sticking the tuna fish tin in the wall and
Well,
yeah, I could
yeah.
never do that again. I'd go outside and try to throw them and stick them in something, and it never happened again.
That just shows the emotion of the moment
Yeah,
there.
it was pretty epic when it happened. But yeah, man, that house was notorious for having huge spiders, those big ass wolf spiders. I swear to God, you could hear them run across the hardwood floor.
Ew,
Yeah,
no. No.
they were huge. They were like as big around as a freaking grapefruit. Yeah,
No.
thing of nightmares.
Ours get like this out here.
Mm,
Like when then their legs, when the legs come out, they can get like
yeah,
bigger and like the butt. But a
they're
grapefruit,
huge. They're
like bigger than an
oh yeah,
orange?
yeah, like a big ass grapefruit. They're
No.
like yeah, they're big. First year I ever went to Costa Rica, cruising in the car, and the guy that he was driving, he's like, "Look at that!" And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "That thing in the road." I'm like, "What the hell is that?" And it's like crawling across the road. He's like, "That's a big ass tarantula." Uh,
We get big tarantulas out here in October. Like when I lived up on the ranch, the tarantulas are like this big and furry and stuff. You go up behind them, they hike their little butt up at you, and you can hunt them if you want. But
yeah,
mm.
I got
And you see them stuck all over the sides of the building. Like my ex's family had like this huge mansion, and then you see all these like tarantulas climbing up the sides. It was like awesome for Halloween
man,
time
yeah,
when people don't realize the decorations are real.
yeah. The decorations are moving.
No, those are real
Yeah,
spiders.
yeah. I used to do all the reptile shows, and snakes. Nah, none of that bothers me at all in the least. And but man, I had a thing about spiders, and it was my goal. I'm like, I got to face my fears. I got to go hold the tarantula. Just get it over with. And every time I would chicken out. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I don't want nothing to do with that creepy ass thing. I'd get right up there, and then and I'd chicken out. And I said something one day about it. We're at a show, and I'm like, I don't hold a tarantula today. And Darcy was like, well, let's just go do it, get it over with. I got up there, and I'm like, I think I changed my mind. She's like, oh no, you're not backing out of it now. And so yeah, I held this big giant ass tarantula, and yeah, got a picture of it. It's hanging on my refrigerator to remind me of the horror that I went through that day. It wasn't bad until it started crawling and started crawling up my arm. And it was an expensive tarantula, and the guy that owned it, that owned had them all on display there. I was like, dude,
Don't drop it.
seriously, get it off of me because I don't want to kill this thing, and
I don't want to pay for it.
I'm fixing to freak out. So, because it got up towards my shoulder, and I'm like, I'm warning you, get it off me right now. I'm good with it on my hand. I'm good with it on my arm. I don't want this
Yeah,
bitch anywhere near my ears or my face.
yeah, or crawling to my hair.
Yeah, I was like, get it off, get it off, get it off now. So he obliged, and I faced my fears, and I still probably wouldn't want to do it today because I don't like spiders at all in the least. And we had several of them here. Darcy got into tarantulas for a while. We had, I don't know, like four of them. I forget the name of one of them. It was one of the Worst ones you could ever get bit by. It was a blue something. Blue Death, I think is what it was called. Nah, we had it. I'm like, you gonna hold that one? She's like, no, I'm just gonna observe it. Come on, take it out and hold it. Take it out and give it a pet. We had a couple of the, like, I don't know, Mexican red rump tarantulas or something like that. You could hold those. They weren't too terribly frightening. But no, man, spiders aren't my thing.
The ones out here aren't, and pretty much like their legs are too long to really be able to get down, and you have to, they got to get you a certain way to be able to get their fangs into you.
Yeah. Spiders and monkeys, man. I don't want nothing to do with either one of them. That's what freaked me out about that picture that I sent that to you, didn't I?
That was pretty creepy.
Yeah. I was like, my nephew sent me that, and I was looking at it and I'm like, what the hell is over my shoulder back there? And I sent it back to him. I'm like, WTF, what is over my shoulder, man? And he was like, oh, that would be, I forget what he said, creeping monkey of death or something.
Oh my god.
That's the thing of nightmares. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's the thing that nightmares are made of.
Yeah. So now I want to go back and look at all these old pictures of me and see if I see that creepy monkey looking thing.
Or shadows of it somewhere.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I'm so freaked out about monkeys.
You know what it could be? And you don't know. You might see like some weird, like you might think it's like pareidolia or whatever, but it could show other images and shadows or other like things that you just never noticed before.
Yeah.
Reflections in windows and mirrors.
Weird. Yeah, I told you, I used to have the reoccurring dream about like this big gorilla, like chasing me through an old house over and over. I have that dream all the time. Reoccurring nightmare of being chased by a gorilla. Wasn't a monkey, it was a gorilla. Big, gnarly thing that wanted to kill me. I don't know. I'm sure that means something in the dream world. Don't know what, but there's a picture. Not the tarantula picture, but big old blood python picture.
Oh yeah.
She was a sweetie.
She's a beaut.
Yeah, most of my family, especially all the ones that live up in like North Carolina, they're like, "We're gonna come down there and visit you. You still got them snakes at your house?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got like 15 or 20 of them." Okay, we ain't gonna come to your house then. Well, they're like all in cages. They're not gonna like be crawling around the house and crawl on you. Nope, that's okay.
Oh, I gotta get love bugs. Um, antibiotic.
Yep, it's after 2 and it's time to go. That picture that's right there of that ball python, that is a tattoo, and
I was just gonna say that looks like a tattoo.
it's a damn good tattoo.
A very good tattoo.
Yep. Anyway, there's the pizza.
Now I'm hungry. Damn it.
All right, time to go.
Would you make me want to eat fucking fish or something earlier?
What did I have?
I don't know. We were talking about food earlier and I was wanting to eat it like
Ah,
crab or something. Chinese food.
oh, Chinese food. Yep, I'd forgot about it until you just said that.
All right, everybody. It's good to see you guys. I'm glad that we're able to get it working today.
Yeah.
We got to see everybody. Blessings to all you guys and your families and fur babies also.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Nighty night, sister.
Catch y'all next time on the old Weird Wednesday. Hope y'all have a great rest of the week.
The Weird Wednesday Hangout. I was gonna do the stories on the transgender girl who wanted was upset because she couldn't wouldn't be accepted at the zebra sanctuary or whatever that was, and she identify as a zebra. They wouldn't see her, and then there was another one where the girl yeah, said she was getting a nose job because she hated her nose. And when she had kids, she didn't want her kids to carry on her ugly nose. So she thought, okay. But then I was looking it up, and there's like three different TikTok people who said that. But both the articles, the only things I could find was like viral on social media like Facebook, Instagram, Quora, da 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 da. Not one news, but like nobody had an actual article except shit that was going around
Hmm.
social media. So I don't think that zebra thing is real. Maybe it is, and nobody covered it except social media. And I don't think the girl really meant getting the nose job would prevent her kids from ending up with her old ugly nose. But I don't know.
Who knows?
That's why I decided not to do those tonight.
This is
But
terrible.
they have been going around.
This is terrible. But I watch the UFC fights a lot.
Yeah.
The girls, man, the girls are freaking brutal. They just beat the shit.
Brutal.
Oh, there's this one fight that was coming up, and I forget. I totally like brain farting the name of the girl. She's pretty badass. Um, she's this little Latino girl, and man, she's brutal. But she's fighting this other girl, and they're doing the face off, and there's a picture of them standing there, and the one girl, like I say, you know, I don't know if she's Mexican or what, but she's standing there, got her fists up like that, and the other girl's like right in her face, and the other girl has a really big nose. You can just imagine the comments right off the bat. I go down to
Oh no.
the first one was like, "I bet she knows how to fight. I predict
Oh,
she's gonna win by a nose." It's the comments were just like one after the other. Uh,
did she win?
I don't know. I don't even know if the
Oh,
fight is happened yet. But yeah, the comments were they did not disappoint.
they did not disappoint. Sometimes the comments are the best.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Don't know what's happening Sunday, but I'm glad we were here tonight.
Groovy.
And I should be answering all my stuff soon. I know I keep saying it. I've been on such a social media break, and I post my astrology. I will kind of respond here and there, but like I'm really honestly barely going into my messenger right now on Facebook, and I'm not even like really going through my notice. Like every 3 or 4 days, I try to before I lose them all. Um, but I'll get back to people. So I'm not ignoring anybody. I've just been like dealing with a lot of stuff, and I just haven't been able to keep up on social media. So I do apologize, and I see it, and I love you guys so, so, so much.
I love you too.
I love you.
With that, I bid you petty. Talk at y'all later.